Hey, this is Atlas here, and today I'm going to be reacting and breaking down a song called Fatalis Medley from Monster Hunter World Iceborne. Boom! What? We're getting a horror theme? Sounds like Bloodborne. Is there an organ here? I cannot hear it. Oh, that was great. Transitioning with the symbol into a lower energy. What? That was crazy. And it changed completely. And he came back to this super high tension accented section. We can hear that the song has very discordant sounds that evoke music from Bloodborne and Dead Space. And the reason why some elements of the composition sound so harrowing is because the composer is using two composition techniques that are very much akin to the horror genre: tone clusters and polychords. Clusters are a combination of three or more adjacent tones played together at once. I'm going to start with this note. Now, we did establish that a cluster has adjacent tones, so the most adjacent tone or note to the one I played previously is this one. I also said that it was a combination of three or more, and the most neighboring note to the one we played just now is this one. Now, if we play them at the same time, we get a cluster. So as you can hear, it adds an insane amount of tension, which is their purpose. Polychords are simply put two or more chords stacked on each other that may or may not have things in common. The less they have in common, the more tense and discordant it will sound. For example, let's start with this chord. Now, let's take a really close chord, one that doesn't have anything in common with it. Now, if we stack these two chords with each other, it sounds like this. Again, we can hear the incredible amount of tension that a polychord can add to a piece, and of course, it is perfectly aligned with what clusters are able to achieve. In terms of storytelling, it's all about creating fear of this rampant, ravenous creature that is going to absolutely destroy you. This is crazy. It's crazy how it goes from the highest point of tension towards the lower in a second. Less than a second. It starts to build up again. This part is so crazy. There's so many layers playing to each other. This part is so awesome. But it doesn't give it to you like you want. It leaves you wanting more. Listen to those harp runs. Hey, if you made it to this point, thank you so much. And while you're at it, why don't you hunt that like button as a trophy? It also uses the full power of the orchestra, meaning that even the woodwinds are involved in the composition, which is a section of the orchestra that we don't get to hear often in orchestral music nowadays, especially in songs that have this hybrid writing of using horror elements and more tonal melodic sections. It also uses very sharp counterpoints in between different cues, adding to the chaos. I actually think that John Williams influenced this part of a song a lot, because in his music, specifically in the soundtrack of Star Wars and Indiana Jones, you have this order chaos where instruments are interchanging blows, so to speak, keeping the tension of the song super high. So much so that we can hear the theme of Jaws in the track.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
I mean, the song is so insane that it has cues where it turns into a Western soundtrack with that galloping percussion. Must be a second phase, I think. Okay, the tone of this is already drastically different than the other one. Oh, the downer glissandos in the strings. Yeah, the song has a lot of, well, not like a lot. Ooh. Oh. All of the percussion here is killing it so hard. Oh, I love this. And those decorations and beautification elements with the piano. That was awesome. This composition is so crazy. It has so many changes. Now the second phase certainly have way more space in which the build-ups take their time. And the music is way more coherent in terms of the flow. Also the music becomes way more encouraging and melodious focused in contrast to the first phase. It also sheds significantly the horror arrangements that we hear in the first phase, like the tone clusters and the polychords. So certainly the terror of this boss is being compromised by a newfound source of valor and courage in the second phase. Also, the tribal percussion makes the song way more posturing against the threat instead of the sort of run for your lives that we hear in the first phase. Run for your life! I also know that in Monster Hunter World, the bosses don't have a health bar visible, so even though I'm pretty sure that there's other indicatives of where the fight is going, the music is for certain, at least in this case, plays a huge role in signaling that too. Building towards something again. The choir's on a higher register now. Building more. Okay, it released it, but probably going to build it again. Oh my god, this is so awesome. This reminds me a little bit to Basso Polidori's in the percussion. the piano arrangement is so cool. It opened a lot in this part. Oh! What the hell is that percussion? What the hell? It sounds kind of muffled, but on purpose. That was a crazy track. The composition is like, it has so much stuff. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, check this other Monster Hunter World reaction that I did, alright? I'll see you there.